Today we'll be doing the poem Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. In this first verse, the poet says, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Some say, not everybody. So here the poet tells us about the opinion of others. Some say the world will be destroyed by fire, while others say it will be destroyed by ice. But the poet says, I hold with, I approve, I agree with those people who say that it's going to be destroyed by fire. The question raised in the poem is whether the world will end because of fire or ice. The first few lines describe the diverse views of the people on the topic, how the world will end. The poet agrees with those people who say that fire will cause destruction. He's sure about it because he knows if we have untamed desires, that's going to cause destruction. The poet confesses that he has tasted desire and knows how untamed desires can cause destruction. We can associate fire with rage, with violence. So, violence, terrorism can destroy the world. But if it had to perish twice, then on the second thought he has, but come on, if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. But if the world had to be destroyed twice, then ice could also be capable of doing so. Ice represents indifference and hatred. Insensitive human beings can annihilate the world. Ice is sufficient to destroy humanity. Whereas fire represents greed, terror, intolerance, ice stands for insensitivity, hatred, indifference, and rigidity. So both can be the cause of destruction. In order to conclude, the poet says, some people say that the world will end by fire, while others say that it will end by ice. The poet says that the world is full of people who have selfish desires and can be angry, violent, and greedy. These self-destructive traits are like fire and can destroy the world. In the next verse, the poet says that if the world has to be destroyed twice, then ice too can destroy the world. Ice represents hate and indifference. He acknowledges that ice would be equally destructive. Ice is a symbol of insensitivity and hate. People who are devoid of love and are aloof and are cold like ice can cause destruction. Humanity cannot survive without warmth. Fire and ice are symbol of human emotions like desire and hatred respectively. Hold with means you agree with, you approve of something. Suffice to be sufficient, perish is to be destroyed. As you read the poem, you must have seen the Poetic Devices too. Alliteration. Some say the world will end in fire. I hold with those who favor fire. Some say, same consonant sound is being repeated. Favor fire, again same sound is being repeated. Anaphora is the repetition of a word or expression at the beginning of two consecutive lines. some say is repeated at the beginning of line 1 and 2. Symbolism: fire, a symbol of desire; ice, a symbol for hate. So as you read the poem, you'll see how beautifully the poet has tried to tell humanity to take control of its anger and unwanted desires.